Hello, Cardinals. Let's talk about Lesson 9 reflection, which is going on today. Our focus question is, what is climate and how does it determined? And a couple of vocab words off to the left there on page 56. Before we start, we want to review what we did in 9.1. We're going to be sharing your climate zone classifications with the class for locations A through E. And then in the objectives, we're going to be looking at number 3 and saying, what is the most important piece of data in figuring out climate zones? So you will be writing that down in your notebook. For the reflection today, you're going to be examining different factors that influence climate. And before we start that, we do have a few vocab words to do. Climatology is the scientific study of Earth's climates. Scientific work in this area has only started in the last 100 years. Weather and climate, little video that you could watch on Google Classroom if you get time. Weather is the state of the atmosphere in a particular time and place. It can include temperature, precipitation, wind speed, atmospheric pressure, humidity, and cloud cover. Climate is the weather patterns that are characteristic of a region or place for many years. So weather is, if you looked outside your window right now, you could see exactly what it's doing. Climate is the average of that over a long period of time for a certain region. The climate classification system looks like climate zones by focusing on plant and animal life living there. And in your notebook, you should have a map that looks an awful lot like this completed. Biomes are areas that contain specific plants and animals based on climate. Rain shadow effect is an effect in which the leeward side of a mountain, the side away from the wind, is dry, while the windward side is often wet. And as you can see in the diagram here, what's happening is you get evaporation happening on the windward side, and then the lifting squeezes out all the moisture, which creates a rain shadow, dry side on the opposite side of that mountain. And then finally, native plants. Native plants are plants that are commonly and naturally found in an area. For our reflection today, we're going to be reading the climate and ecosystems, and you have a couple questions to answer with that in your scientific notebook. Question 2 is considering your climate zone determinations from investigation 9.1. These cities all had similar latitudes. What other factors might be important in determining the climate of that area? Record your thoughts. For step 3, you're going to read what makes the climate different in different parts of the world and answer those 3 questions. And then finally, you're going to visit your KWL chart on Google Classroom and finish up the climate and climate change part of that. So the to-do list for today looks like this. You have steps 1 through 6 to get done for your reflection. During that time, you'll be reading 2 different articles and then finishing your vocabulary. You could watch the vocabulary video if you get time. There is an exit slip today, and then prepping for tomorrow, you should be thinking about an upcoming quiz. If you have any questions, please let your teacher know, and have a great day, Cardinals.